Hi, this is Elias with Canine Perspective. Today we're here again with Luna. In this video, we're going to be going over her commands with the long leash now. So for week 2, doing the commands with the long leash helps proof the commands to see how well she's going to follow through with them and is starting to take those steps towards off-leash reliability. So when we're doing this, even though we're doing stuff that we have already taught her, we can expect her to make a lot of similar mistakes to what she was making at the beginning, just because we're changing up a few things for her. One of the things we're changing is the image for her. So since dogs are very image-based learners, this can really throw her off. She's not going to be seeing the short leash in my left hand go from me to her, so she's not seeing that connection happen there. And in this way, we're making it look more like off-leash as well, because when she's off-leash, she's not going to see a leash either. So I'll be holding the rest of the slack of the long leash in my right hand, and we'll be doing all the commands with her not seeing that leash in my left hand anymore. So this is probably going to make her make some mistakes, but again, it is important in order to get to that off-leash reliability phase. Our current setup here right now is having the 1900S Black Edition as high up on the neck as possible, again, for the best stimulation, best comfort. And then below that, we have a flat collar on her that we have the long leash attached to. Again, this is just to make sure that the long leash is not attached to the e-collar. It can lead to all sorts of problems with connection and everything like that. So this is the best setup for doing the long leash. When we're going to be doing this, I also have some of her food here. See if she's willing to take that. Normally, as she starts warming up to the commands and is doing stuff she's comfortable with, she starts taking the food. Here, she may or may not take it just because she's learning something new. Another thing that we may notice is that since she has all this extra slack, especially with the stationary commands, she may want to get up, come to me, walk around a little bit more. It's because we're not going to be right next to her. So here we may see her make some mistakes with those commands just because of the extra slack as well. Right now, I'm going to keep some slack of the long leash. If I can see where the loop is, there. Just so that way, since we're right by the ramp here, don't want her going up onto the main floor. And then we'll give her more as we're walking around. Shh. So here, let me, good. Good. And we'll give her about that much. And then for the e-collar, what we're going to be doing is we'll start at 20 and we'll go up or down based on what we're seeing with Luna here. Go with Luna. So we'll go ahead and see if she wants to take a little piece of food right off the bat. So she usually drops it and then eats it. Luna, you want it? Okay. So again, it's fine if she doesn't take it. We'll go ahead and offer it to her just as an added reward sometimes though. So here we're going to start with the heel command. For the heel command, everything should be looking the same. She should still have her right shoulder in line with my left leg. She should still go into the auto sit when we stop as well. We'll be correcting the same way if she passes us, 180-degree turn and tap. If she falls behind, still walking forward, tapping on the e-collar. If she goes to my right side, since I don't have the leash in my left hand to pull her to the left anymore, I'm just going to do a 180-degree turn and tap as if she was passing me. If she starts to go out farther with all this extra slack away from me, but she's still kind of in line with me, I'm still just going to keep forward, tap on the e-collar till she closes that gap. So we can go ahead and get started with that right now. At 20, heel. Here I'm going to turn, tap. Good. Good job, Luna. Here you go. Do another turn here. Here I'm going to turn, tap, slow down, go for a left turn, tap, tap. Good, so as you can see, struggling a little bit with the positioning, just because we're on that long leash now, she has that extra freedom. Slow down for a left turn. Good, still going to walk through her, she turn and tap there. So as you can see, when I'm doing my left turn, she's kind of doing a little boost in front of me. We want her to stay there at our side like that. And another one here. Slow to a stop. Good, good job. See if she takes any food. Good job. Okay. Start walking again. Good. Slow down. Go for a left turn here. Good, very good. Slow to a stop again. Good job. Start walking again. Good. Very good. Go slow to a stop. Start walking. And we'll end it right here. Good. So as you can see, she has that basis of understanding of what she should be doing. So we're not necessarily teaching her something new at this point. We're just reinforcing that even though there's all these other variables happening, you still need to follow through just the same. So she was able to understand it, make sense of it a lot faster, even though she did have a little bit of difficulties. But again, that's to be expected. So she did really well with this. We'll go ahead and we're gonna practice heel kind of in between the other commands that we're gonna go through. So we can just leave this here because we're gonna get more heel practice as we move on. So from here, we're gonna go into the stay command. Stay command, we can do right from heel because when she's in her auto sit here, tell her to stay and then she should remain sitting there. For correcting with this command, we're essentially doing it the same way as we did with the short leash. Now we just have a lot more slack to work with. So once I tell her stay and she's in this position here, I should be able to walk all around using the full length of the long leash. If she gets up at any point or lays down or tries to follow me or walks around somewhere else, I'm going to guide her back to the same spot, all while tapping on the e-collar. Then when she finally gets back here and is sitting, then no more e-collar, I'll relax the leash and she's good to go. That's how we're gonna reinforce that. So I can go ahead and issue it here. Right here, she's laying down, but she's still in the auto sit, so I'm gonna tap. Good, good job, and she understood it. So from here, stay, tap. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Good. So as you can see, we did have to clarify to her a little again, because this is something kind of new to her, taking this extra step. But good, after that clarifying, good job. And then we can go back into heel. So heel. See what she's gonna do here. Come to a stop. Good job. And stay, pivot out. So all the same steps too. Tap, 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 and good. So even if she's not in the exact same spot, we just generally want to put her back in the same area, just so that way she starts to tap, understand it, tap, 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 tap. Good. And what this is basically telling her is that anywhere that when she's not in the position that she needs to be in, tap, tap, it's pressure on. Tap, tap, tap. Good. Good. See if she takes any food. Good, okay. And from here, heel. I'm gonna do another one right here. Good. Stay. Good. Good. And then that one she understood well. So as you can see, after some clarification, again, she was able to pick up on it. Good job. And we were at 20 for that. So now we can move on, because all this is just going to take more repetitions. So we're just kind of going through, working her through these initial moments. Moving on, we can go to the down command. Again, we can do this from heel as well. Since when she goes into the auto sit, we'll go ahead and say down, she shall lay down. And then another stationary command. So we correct the same way for down and for sit as we would for stay, where they should be staying there in the same spot. Pressure on when they exit that area, pressure off when they're back sitting and are in their good positioning and everything, whether that be sitting, down, whatever we tell them. So from here, down. Good. Again, she should stay there. So tap, 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 tap. Good. And again, all this is to be expected. And the little bit of yelping is just frustration, because she gets very easily gets vocal. She very easily gets vocal, sorry. One, she starts to get frustrated or is a little bit nervous. So this is not something to worry about really. What matters is that we're able to work her into it, and it's not like she's having this big reaction each time that we're tapping. It's more just as we start to tap over and over again, she starts to get more vocal. And initially, as you saw in heel, when we were tapping, she was just going along with everything. We haven't changed the number, it's just her getting more frustrated, and that's how she's expressing it. So then from here, heel. Good, slow to a stop. And down. Perfect. Wait. Okay, good. I let her readjust there. Excuse me. Thank you. Good. So this one was a lot better. She followed through nicely. One more. Heel. We'll slow to a stop. Good job. Down. Off my foot. Good. Luna's funny. Good. So again, another one with no taps or anything. Good job for Luna. So from here, what I'm going to do, tap. Good. Trying to untie my shoes. From here, what we're gonna do is give her the break command and then get her walking a little bit, then tell her to go into a sit. Not doing this one from heel just because she'll go into the auto sit, so we wouldn't really get a chance to work on the sit command. So here we're just gonna release her and then get 3 reps in with this. Again, same thing, another stationary command, we'll be correcting the same way. So for this, break. Luna. Luna, 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 Luna. Where'd you go? Yeah, that's a good girl. Sit. Good. Again, she should remain sitting there. Good, no issues with that one. So from here, break. Luna, Luna. Where's your good girl? Sit. Good. Good job. Break. Luna, Luna. Good girl. Sit. Good. Those 3 were all pretty good. Those 3 were all pretty good. So now we'll go ahead and break. Move on to the place command. You grab a placemat. So for this command, we're going to be working on the send off, not the duration, because Luna's already been doing a good job doing the duration with nobody around her when she does the place command on the pillars here, where we have her tethered to the pillars with a clip leash, so that way she's able to practice that for like an hour, and then we're not by her or anything, and we can correct with the e-collar. So she's already got the duration down. Now it's mainly just going to be sending her off, and ideally we should be able to be against the back wall here, say the word place, she runs all the way down, hops on the placemat all on her own without us walking there. So to start out with that command, what we're going to do is we're going to start pretty close to the bed here and then work our way back, and we'll see if she needs help or anything and how well she's going to follow through. When we're going to release her, we're going to make sure to come up to the bed and release her, not do it from a distance, just to avoid any bad habits in the future where Luna may think that it's okay to hop off of the placemat from a distance, or think that she's done it before, or maybe mishear a command. It's just going to help overall ensure some consistency to where even if she messes up, at least she'll wait till we're right next to the bed. So right here, I'm going to pull her off. And we'll start right here. I'm going to let her settle. Good. And place. Good. See if she wants any food. No, she just takes a little lick. And then break. A little bit farther back from here. Let her settle. And place. Good. Good job. And then break. And a little bit further back from here. Place. Good. Nice job, nice job. And break. Almost to the back wall here. Place. Perfect. I let the leash go there. I didn't want to throw her off by accidentally pulling on it. There we go. Untangle this a little so that way best chance for success. And then From here, we'll do break. And now we'll try with the back wall. So all the way, place. There she goes. Keep going, Luna. Here I'm gonna tap, 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 tap. Good. So there, had to help her out a bit. She got a little confused, didn't want to go to the mat, so she started going out this way. We pulled her back in, and then I gave her some tension forward to kind of send her to the mat again. So we'll try another one of those. Break. From here, not letting her go behind me, that's where she got confused. Place. Perfect. So as you can see, pretty quick for her to pick up on these things, a lot easier to work her through some of her more stressful moments, but you know, some mistakes since we're upping the training now. But she did really good with all of this. Not really too much to comment here. You saw that we worked her through it, that she got a little bit vocal, same way in the first video. Just kind of how she is right now and how she's handling the stress, but she's able to pick up on everything much easier now and go along with the e-collar much easier. We were at 20 the whole time, and then actually right here for the place command, when she was starting to struggle a bit, I dropped it down before that just to not overwhelm her in that moment. She handled it well, she did good. So we were at 13 for that. So working at kind of a nice, good, low, consistent range. So she's handling everything well. We'll keep on practicing all of this with her. And then one thing I do want to mention, the reason why we didn't go through recall here is because we already used the long leash for recall. So not necessarily to go through here, that's back in the week 1 video. So we'll keep continuing on with her training and everything like that until we get to her next phase, which will be long leash with more distractions in the playpen with the other dogs. So good job, Luna, and we'll go ahead and move forward with the rest of her training.